Welcome to this meditation. Hopefully, you've found your quiet space where you can relax and experience your own inner journey. Take a few slow, deep breaths, letting go of lingering distractions in and around you. As you continue to breathe steadily, open your innermost being to receive what is life-giving, renewing. Gradually become aware of the presence of love within and all around you. Staying in that restful place, may I invite you now to imagine a new door has appeared in the room where you sit. Somewhat to your surprise, maybe even consternation. Obviously, you're intrigued, so you get up and open the door. And find yourself walking out into an entirely different scene to your normal surroundings. You've walked out into a narrow country lane, and soon you find you're walking beside a stream which runs quietly through a village. Eventually, you come to a bench beside the water and sit down. You notice you've come to the heart of this little village, so you lean back and look around you. What do you see? How does it feel to be in this place unexpectedly? The day is warm and the green grass around you looks inviting. You might even like to take off your shoes and wriggle your toes in the coolness beneath your feet. Perhaps as you continue to watch, you see people coming and going, all occupied with their everyday lives. Maybe there are some families playing games on the village green, or there's a postman delivering his mail to the shops clustered around that green. What do you sense about these people and the life of this village? I'm sure you remember the story of Moses, who, estranged from his princely life in Egypt, was reduced to tending sheep in Midian, near Mount Sinai, in what is now Saudi Arabia. One day, he noticed something very unusual, a shrub blazing with fire, but not burning up. Listen to these words from the book of Exodus. When the Lord saw that he had gone over to look, God called to him from within the bush, "Moses! Moses!" And Moses said, "Here I am." "Do not come any closer," God said. "Take off your sandals, for the place where you are standing is holy ground." How do you respond to these words? What does the word holy mean to you? And what could holy ground mean in your everyday life? Traditionally, many would suppose Moses had to remove his shoes as a mark of respect and humility in God's presence. But perhaps he needed reminding that the very ground he walked on was already holy. Maybe it's simply that for us too, to take off our shoes so we can feel the ground. Not so much that this particular place is more holy than anywhere else, but we just haven't noticed it. The creation story in the book of Genesis is emphatic about God's goodness being imprinted through the whole of the earth and her peoples. Jesus' disciple Peter was almost shocked into remembering this, and he was able to say these words to the once despised non-Jews. God has shown me that I should not call anyone impure or unclean. What could it mean to you to know the very place where you stand is holy, imprinted and soaked with the very goodness, love, and beauty of God? And how does it feel to accept that you too are holy, also imprinted and soaked with the beauty of God? The poet Elizabeth Barrett Browning wrote this: "Earth's crammed with heaven, and every common bush ablaze with God. But only she who sees takes off her shoes." How would it be to cultivate a barefooted stance in life? To pause each morning before your feet touch the floor, and to remember that you step into holiness. To remind yourself to tread carefully, lest you miss the wonder waiting in each day. As you sit on that bench watching the life of the village all around you, think about the people you encounter each day in your home, in your neighborhood, where you work, where you shop, play, wherever you meet others. Bring them, or just even some of them, to mind. What does it feel like to see each person as holy, as innately sacred, God-breathed, even if they don't realize it? What difference might it make to have a barefooted sensitivity with each one? To tread carefully into each encounter, and to look for the mystery and wonder to be found in each person. As we draw to the close of this meditation, you may like to open your heart and perhaps your hands to receive afresh the holiness of the earth beneath your feet, in the people you encounter each day, and especially the goodness and the holiness of who you are. And maybe you'd like to ask the Lord of creation to help you live in the good of the holy ground of you. When you're ready, leave the village, walk back to the country lane, and into the room where you now sit. Take a moment to reflect on this meditation. And always, if it helps, make a few notes. The story of Moses' encounter in Midian is found in Exodus chapter 3 and Peter's words in Acts chapter 10, both from the New International Version. Go well. Bye for now.